Man, bizarre backstory to last night's crucial Golden State at Houston game. Tari Eason, who's out for the season but sat on the bench, has been trolling and taunting the Warriors with their battle cry from the 1979 cult classic of a movie called The Warriors. That phrase is, Warriors come out to play. And during the game on the bench, Eason wore a shirt with that phrase on the front of it. Steph Curry trolled back during the game, recreating the classic scene in that movie using water bottles while he was on the bench. Then he taunted Eason on the floor after the game, and here's what Klay Thompson said after the game.
That's pretty lame, especially if you're not even playing. Like, it's one thing if you're playing and you're out there competing and you can back it up, but if you're just gonna be trolling from the sideline, like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, times we talk mess. At least we're out there competing. I'm not gonna that's all I have to say about that.
So Rockets coach Ime Udoka said his team got bullied last night, played soft and played scared. Warriors 133, Rockets 110. Again, this was at Houston. So, Paul, how big a factor was Tari Eason in motivating the Warriors?
Let me tell you something, Skip. If somebody like that was doing that to my team, I don't even know who he is, first of all. Warriors don't care about him. They little brothers to the Warriors. They don't need no motivation. Their whole motivation is trying to get in the playoffs, put the Rockets in their place, because they know that the Rockets ain't beat them in about 3-4 years. Like, I mean, what we worried about some kid on the bench who don't even play, talking some stuff, man, they don't. They went and handled business because they needed to handle business, not because of what some young dude said from some movie. And so even if he did do that, I still feel like this would have been the same outcome. Like, the Warriors are playing to try to get in. They're trying to play their best basketball right now so they can get themselves in a situation to win a couple games to get into the playoffs. So it had nothing to... We live in a social media-driven era. Only reason we even knew who this kid was is because he did that, and we talking about it now. They replaying it, and it's in the middle of a Warriors-Houston game, and Steph trolled him back. So, little brothers, y'all sit down, learn from us, because maybe y'all be there.
They just got sat down,
yeah.
man.
Sit down, learn from this.
They're done now.
Like, if anybody gonna do it, let Dylan Brooks do it.
Yeah.
You know, I expect that from him.
Yeah.
You know, he's the villain in all this. Let him do that. So tell the young boy, you know, sit down, man. You trying to get your likes and Instagram followers up. You know, leave that alone. Stay away from that until you get a situation to where you playing and you putting in some work.
Warriors, come out and play. Did you see the movie?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
Yeah, I'm with Klay there. You're not even playing, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, like, you're not participating in the game. Not only is he not participating in the game, not only do I blame him, but I also blame Ime.
I do too. I agree.
Okay?
I was going to bring that point up.
I also blame Ime.
Yep.
Because you see the shirt.
Just say no. Just say no.
You standing up with everybody in the locker room as y'all get ready to come out. You give your final thoughts, your final words. You see him wearing the shirt. You know he's not playing. He's not in it. If this was, he was wearing a shirt in shoot around.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was gonna play, and he had it underneath his jersey or something like that, and he was in shoot around running. Okay, but when you get in the locker room, before y'all go out, Paul, he's gonna tell her, hey, this is it, this is what we're gonna do, this is how we need to do it, everybody in here on 3, da-da-da. And you're gonna see him with the shirt off.
Bingo.
And the first thing he says, man, you don't take that damn shirt off. Take it off.
Seriously.
But Ime didn't do that, obviously.
No.
And now he's standing on the sideline, bringing attention to the team post-game. He didn't even play. Now we out here, like Paul said, in the social media world, giving some credence to this when we should really be talking about the game and them sitting in the 11th seed trying to get to the 10th seed. But instead, we like, oh, this is more important with this T-shirt on. That gave no motivation at all. None at all to the Golden State Warriors. The only thing it did was gave you another 1,000 followers. That's all it did for him. It gave him another 1,000 followers and it makes him look real stupid, is what it looks like to me.
All right, I was vaguely aware of Tari Eason because he was the 17th overall pick by the Rockets in 2022. And early this year, He got some run with them before he had this leg situation that cost him the rest of the year. He was gone on January 1st. So he played
some sort of lesion on his
it was
bone.
benign, but it caught that they had to remove it, and he was out for the rest of the year. So he played 22 games, and he averaged 10 and 7. So he had some credibility. I'm not saying he's a star, but 10 and 7. He would play about 22 minutes a night. So he had some significant rotation role for this team up to that point.
Yeah.
So then about 10 days ago, he goes on whatever it was, IG Live or whatever he posted. If we could see this, because this is crazy stuff. He's recreating the classic scene in the said movie, the cult classic.
Warriors, come out to play! Warriors, come out to play! Yeah!
Oh, okay. So they were winning 10 in a row at that
missed
point.
Their 10-game win streak when he did that. Yeah.
And he's contributing 0 to that. He's contributing that to social media. And Draymond saw it because the Warriors were made aware of it, and Draymond responded to it on his podcast, like, you better be careful what you wish for, because we will be there in 10 days.
What makes you want to do that, though?
I mean, you feeling good about the team. Y'all right on the Warriors' heels at the time he did that. Like, y'all feeling like y'all can press him and push him out. So, these is kids, though, Key. These are kids. They trying to figure out who they are. They're trying to figure out their identity. They feeling good. It's late this season. It's a late push. And, we got a reaction from the social media in a social media-driven era.
I wonder if Ime said anything to him at all about
say,
that.
You mean before, going
of the
back
video?
10 days? I don't know.
I'm sure he saw it or heard about it.
You don't want to, these is young men. You don't want to micromanage this situation either. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not micromanaging,
I don't even think,
Chris.
I don't even think Ime probably saw him in the locker room with that.
You got a flashback.
I'm thinking Chris Paul. I'm like,
I don't really if I'm a coach in that locker room, did I see the video? Maybe or maybe not. Maybe I don't even follow Instagram.
No, you may not follow, but somebody,
maybe I didn't see it.
Somebody in your organization, whether it's the PR staff or somebody, said, "Yo, East in this video, coach."
Like I got bigger fish to fry. I got so much other. I got to worry about the game plan. I'm scouting this and that. I'm not worried about what my player video is. You know what I'm saying? Take that to his agent. Take that to his assistant coach. Take that. Let the players, let them manage the team. Let the leadership amongst them. Let them figure it out.
But you have to at some point, Paul. As a head coach of a team,
it's too much.
I know. I understand. He got a lot of stuff
about that.
I understand Ime got a lot of stuff that he has to deal with from a player management standpoint. My whole thing is, if I'm the coach and I got my staff, most likely I need to know everything that's going on in the building. I just do. My staff, if somebody on my staff is going to bring that to my attention, I'm assuming that that's what I would have if it was me. And if they bring that to my attention, I'm going to certainly go to the young man and say, don't poke them. Leave them alone. Let's keep doing
but that's the type of attitude Ime brings to the team.
Thank you.
Come on. That's part of his identity.
So, Keyshawn, when he played, he was a tough guy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not tough. Yeah. That ain't tough. You think that's tough?
No, it's not.
You on a video. That ain't got nothing to do with
tough. That's trolling.
Okay, but remember.
But you trolling dudes that have won championships that are not really at the top of the game right now, but they ain't going nowhere.
As a coach, I'm not even tripping off of that. Man, I got whatever.
Okay, but Ime loves Dylan the villain as in looks.
Yeah, that's why they brought him over there.
He likes his team to talk trash, but he wants this team to back up the trash talk.
Right.
So the problem was last night, they got annihilated on the backboards, 43-29. I told you what he said after the game. Yeah. We got bullied. We got bullied. And that hurt him to say that because he wants to be the bully.
Right.
Ime stood on the sideline by the bench against LeBron out here, right? And went right at LeBron during the game. Went right at him, and they're talking about the B word, going back and forth about it. LeBron didn't like his use of the B word. And Ime's like, well, let's just do it right here then, you and I.
That's him.
Well, okay, but that's what he is. That's what he is.
Brooks come out before the game dancing.
But that's okay. I'm okay with everything both of y'all are saying. I'm just saying, if I'm the coach, Skip, I'm probably going to tell that dude, man, don't just leave them people alone.
Okay, but, Paul, I do disagree with your premise that they didn't care about this. Houston got their attention because of this kid.
Okay.
And when they walked in the door, they were ready to play. They were ready to put little brother right back in little brother's place. And they did it. It wasn't like Houston could sneak up on them. It wasn't, to Keyshawn's point, like, you just sit back and stay quiet, let them come in here. They're struggling a little bit, although they'd won 5 in a row at this point, but they've struggled all year. Well, this was the essence of championship Warriors basketball.
What it did do for Golden State is it let them know. I mean, what it did for them is when we pop y'all, I'm going to let y'all know we popped y'all.
They did.
But they didn't go into it saying, this is going to motivate us to hit our shots.
No, it just got their attention. I'm just telling you.
It got their attention. But before this game, they 12-0 against them in the last.
I know, I got it.
They didn't win 12 straight games. This was going to happen regardless.
You know how it goes in professional sports. Paul, somebody say something.
Oh, it just add a little motivation.
I'm put it right in my back pocket, and then right when it's time to pull it out, I'm gonna pull it out and let you know.
We're not talking about this.
We ain't talking about
this is the risk you take. You put your blood on the line versus Warriors because you know they got the ultimate troller on the other side in Draymond. Mm-hmm. So you laying it on the line.
Steph's pretty good too.
But Draymond is going to come on this podcast.
He will.
That night maybe.
Yeah, they all going to show you. Look, before social media was around, dudes used to talk. I just put it in my back pocket. And right when the time comes, I'll pull it out, Skip. Say, I told you I'm going to get you.
Okay, you got
just keep talking. You're going to eventually be on the front page or something.
Okay, I got it. But Steph Curry took this kid seriously enough, and in a late timeout when they're up 27 or whatever they were, he's recreating that Warriors come out to play scene. Right. He's putting the water bottles instead of the clinking bottles on his finger and doing the scene.
Because it's still embedded in my mind what you were saying. You said what you said. We got it right here. It's not left our heads. We got it right here, and we're going to use it at the right time, up by 27.
Yeah. And then Steph Curry, what is he, a 2-time MVP? And he won 2?
Yeah, the only anonymous MVP in the history of the game. Not even Michael Jordan was able to get that.
There you go. Well, that guy, after the game, he walked over to Eason, and he's pointing at him. He's giving it to him the way you might give it to somebody.
Absolutely.
Okay? And I'm thinking,
get your ass up the next time.
But I'm thinking, Steph, aren't you above that? Like, isn't that, like, beneath you?
No, it's not. You want it to be above me because you hold me at such high regard. You think this kid is a nobody and I'm a big-time star. At the end of the day, every player at that level, whether it's Paul Pierce, Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Michael Irvin, Jerry, right? They all, at the end of the day, they're going to remember what you said. 100%. And at that moment in time, they're going to try to torch you and let you know.
Right.
That's just how people are.
Hey, I watched this from start to finish, and I was impressed with the Golden State Warriors for the first time all year, and you can say it was just a little brother that they put in its place. But listen, they look legit last night. They look like contender, and you have liked them even from the 10 spot to make some noise.
Man, I'm telling you, though,
Lakers, Warriors in the plan right now. Who you taking? If they got to play each other right now?
I'm going to just take the Lakers just because I think the Lakers can beat them.
Skip saying they look like a contender. Like, if they play the Lakers, they play the Lakers.
But the Lakers
one game versus the Lakers.
But the Lakers look like contenders, too. They both can be looking like contenders.
One game. You taking Warriors now?
I would take the Lakers.
I'm going to take the Lakers because I can't get that out my blood.
All right.
That's all.
I would take the Lakers just because I watched last year, and it was 6 games, and the Lakers handled them.
That, too.
Yeah.
That, too.
But with the way the Warriors looking right now,
but the Lakers,
it don't matter. Lakers looking good, too. All right.
Hey, there was a recent Saturday night game here in L.A. Remember, it went double overtime, and it was the game of the year, and LeBron was sensational, and Steph was sensational. And you would have potential to have that kind of a shootout if they played one game for their playoff lives, right?
But I don't want...
I hope it don't come down to that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I really don't want them to play each other.
No, I don't.
Until later on in the playoffs.
Moves up, so I don't want to see
that's what I said.